Good morning, everyone. 8:22 on your Thursday morning. Well, Saturday night is my date night. The sitter is booked. I'm so looking forward to this. But Gail Bell is here, our parenting expert, and you're saying that date night is really important, not just for mom and dad, but also for the kids.
For sure. We're modeling for our children that relationships are important, and you have to take the time to work on them, right? So, you know, research says, it's actually the National Marriage Project stats say once a week is fantastic.
Yeah.
You know, every fortnight's fine, but even once a month.
Yes.
And here's my big tip at the beginning, to just, you have to plan ahead.
Yes.
So get it in the calendar.
Yeah.
It sometimes amazes me when parents say, oh, we're too busy, but they would never miss a child's swim practice.
Right.
Or, you know, and that's really important, that you keep your commitments with your kids, but you cannot pour from an empty cup.
You cannot pour from an empty cup. There you go. I love that analogy because it's true, right? You can't keep giving if you've got nothing to give, right?
That's right. We tend to get a little bitter.
Yes.
When all we feel is that we're giving out.
Right.
And when it's empty, that's when we could become kind of grouchy and bitter.
For sure.
And we don't want to get there.
And we don't want to get there, no. So we have to nurture that relationship. And as you say, that's good modeling for the kids.
Yeah.
To see that.
I have some stats. I wrote them down.
Sure.
So the National Marriage Project says weekly couple time increases quality in relationship, decreases divorce rates, it increases communication about important things. So it removes those everyday distractions, that little stuff.
Yes.
And couples who have a weekly date night are 3.5 times happier in marriage.
Oh,
so it doesn't have to be big and fancy either. It could be, but it doesn't have to be. And turn the screens off, maybe even.
Yes.
You know, go for a walk. So there's really reasons why this is important. One, it's all about connection, right? So you're nurturing the relationship, but even yourself. So if you're a single parent, you can go out on a date night with yourself or a friend, or it's reconnecting, and it's giving yourself you're connecting with yourself and giving yourself that individual identity again. You're not just dad, or you're not just mom.
Right.
You are a whole person, and that is a part of your life. So you're reclaiming that. Communication. Right?
Yes.
Most things fall apart without consistent, clear communication, right? So that's good. We stay current in each other's lives. Actually, my husband said something to me yesterday about what's going on with his work, and I thought, I didn't know that. We need a date night.
Yes.
You know? So...
And what does it do to the kids to see mom and dad getting all dressed up and getting ready to go out and excited to see each other?
That's right. We are... You know, kids learn what they live, and it's just modeling how that, you know, they're not always first.
Right.
Yeah. That mom and dad are working on the relationship, and I always explain to parents, it's like you are setting the foundation for them. And kids, when we talk to kids, they like it when their parents go out.
Well, it's fun for them, too, because they get to have a good time with the babysitter. You know,
That's right.
I know my kids say, oh, the babysitter's coming, great, we get to have 2 desserts. And I'm like, sure, okay, that's fine.
That's true. That's true. And when they're older, when they're teenagers and they can stay by themselves, it's like, see, mom and dad, you're really teaching them about relationships, because they're going to start potentially having some, you know, relationships. And... they like being home alone. Well,
for sure they do, right? But then you're also showing them maybe what their relationships could look like
moving
forward, right?
Totally. And that you appreciate the other person, and, you know, you're working on it. You're taking care of it. Relationships grow and change, whether they're your individual relationship with yourself or with your spouse or your partner, because they change and grow. So we have to feed it. We have to nurture it. You know, you change the oil in your car.
Right.
You don't
so it doesn't
wait for it to conk on the highway.
Right.
So same thing.
Same thing for the relationship. Okay. And then bottom line, of course, put it in the calendar.
It really is the bottom line.
Okay.
Like, that is the trick to make it happen.
Okay. Putting it in the calendar. Gail, thank you so much.
You bet.
I'm so looking forward to my date night on Saturday. Good for me and the kids.
Enjoy.
Terrific. Thanks, Gail. We're going to go for a break here on Breakfast Television.